Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 as we continue our UK playthrough with no DLC. And yes, I'm aware there's a new expansion coming for it. I don't know if it's out already. I don't think it's out already. It's changing the tree up for the German Reich. I might play it. If there's enough interest in you guys watching that, then let me know. We might even stream it over on the other channel and on Twitch. So I'd like to know your thoughts on that. We'll see. Anyway, before we go too far into this one, I need to issue a correction. Because I gave out some slightly false information when we're talking about strike forces, which we have down here, and I think I tried to explain that for every carrier it needs to be screened by one capital ship, battleship or heavy cruiser, and every capital or heavy cruiser therefore needs to be screened by I think I said a minimum of 2 light ships, light cruisers or destroyers. It's actually 3. So thanks for the correction. I think it was 5 who pointed out in the chat. So cheers for that. I don't know where I got the number 2 from. It might have been old information from many patches ago, or it might never have been that, and I might just be wrong. Either way, I hope I mentioned that I always work on 4 light ships, so light cruiser or destroyers for every capital ship, and then therefore you've got a bit of headroom in case you take some losses. So that bit's still fine. You might want to expand it, knowing that you need a minimum of 3 now, so maybe 4 to 5. Light ships for every capital ship you've got in the force. So do also, if you're new to this channel, have a check out in the comments under the video. There's some extremely knowledgeable people on this game. Gave some great information if you're interested in stats and mechanics and stuff like that, and more optimal force compositions than I use, then you'll learn a lot from the comments. So do check them out. Anyway, that being said, it is now the 9th of September 1938, which means we've got about a year before Britain is dragged kicking and screaming into a war on the European continent. And I do not in any way, shape or form feel like I am ready for it. So what we need to do is we need to fortify Africa. We've got some Indian troops coming along the way. We should have some British troops being trained. We've got a tank brigade. I don't want an infinite number of tank brigades. Let me just switch that over. That would be wrong. We've got some infantry divisions being created to go and reinforce the Mediterranean garrisons. What I need, and I think I need this fairly urgently, so I'm going to go for these. They're called colonial garrisons. They're not. They're just small infantry templates. That's all they are. I do feel like we need some of these kicking out here. So we're going to train. I'm going to train about 10, and we'll get them fairly soon, because it looks like the regular infantry divisions that we're creating are actually nearly ready. Do you know what? Let's go for 16. This eats into our manpower quite a bit, but we need stuff to hold the British Isles from invasion. We do have 16 regular infantry divisions here. They are short of equipment. Let me put them on training, because they're also short of training. We can deploy them where needed. So I'm going to have to let France fall, I think. I don't think I want to get involved in there. We saw how it went historically in reality, and it's very hard to make a difference as the UK in this game if you're playing on historical settings. However, if you'd like to see me do that as a challenge one day, I will give it a go. So you'll have to let me know in the comments. Right, so let's just move time on as we develop things a little bit. Oh, the question of Yugoslavia. The Treaty of Munich might mean peace in our time, or it may not. Germany is hardly the only country seeking to redraw the borders of Europe. The government of Prince Paul has so far been surprisingly mum about the fate of their main armament supplier. This has made quite a few people in the diplomatic service wonder if the Yugoslavians knew what was going to happen. The main fact have agreed to it. We should consider reminding them any sort of agreement with Germany will be considered a hostile act if war were to break out. They must still be in shock. Send a special representative. We'll send Ponsonby Blenkington Smythe. He'll go over and he'll talk some sense into them, I'm sure. Ooh, what have we got? We've got... Oh, this is one of the... This is for the Med garrisons. Okay. Let's send these guys over. So, let me just make sure this army is... It's set to do all this. So, I think... I haven't sent anyone over. We'll send them to Gibraltar first. Oh, I've got these forming up in a stupid place. There's a slightly better way. Tell you what, let's boat. Can I not? What game have I played recently that allows you to drag a slider around? I don't know. I can't... What the hell? I can't select him? What was going on there? There was something very strange going on there. We don't know what. Anyway, we'll move those two to Gibraltar. The one that's in Gibraltar seems to have sailed off somewhere. Have I given these guys an order? I didn't think so. Oh, I clearly have. Minimum Defense Division 6. I wonder if I've set that. Right, so I'm not quite sure what I've set, so I'm just going to cancel all orders. I think they're training, but I'm going to set them a thing here. So we're going to guard. This is very useful for this. So this is on the area defense button. We're just going to guard naval bases. And we want Gibraltar. We want Malta. Where have my forces gone out of here? I've set them to go somewhere else. All of them. And we want to take, hold Cyprus as well. So it says they need minimum divisions 3, which means they're going to put 2 divisions on each naval base. It's exactly how I like it. And then the AI will sort it out after that. And I'm not quite sure. See, Malta Command is currently going through France. I must have ordered the whole army to go up there at some point by accident. Never mind. It's righting itself now as we speak. And you should be in there. There we go. Have I got... No, that's fixed. Right, we need to have a look at this. There's something else that I've changed my mind on slightly. And I think we're going to go for it now. Although we can change to limited conscription. Actually, this is going to be our next move. We've got the political power. We're going to do this now to get some more manpower into the ranks. Let's get that up there. We need to stock that up so that we can recruit forces. And we don't want to be starting the war with a huge or a tiny manpower pool, because we're going to need to recruit fast at that time. Right, so far so good. We're sorting this out now. So I've assigned this guy, these Indian soldiers under Claude Auchinleck, to this huge long front here. Now, we do have reinforcements coming for them. They obviously can't garrison that whole front. It's too big. But we do have some more divisions in production from India on their way. Now, this little force here, these are not what I would consider frontline divisions. These are... They're classed as they don't need to be training. They've fully finished training. These are classed as... I class them as reserve infantry divisions. They've got the reserve marker, which means they don't get priority on new equipment. They're there just to hold that line until we get something better to put in their place. What we could do is I could start building an airfield here. Yeah, we better have something. The good news is that airfields and are extremely quick to build. So we'll get onto that at some point in the future. And that'll give us the ability to put some air power in there as a bit of support. And I think that'll be really important. Okay, things are moving on. Let's speed the game up. We've got a little bit of admin out the way. We should start to see our important bases in the Med being held. We've got the Fighter Command National Focus, which was... The hell was that? That was the one. There it is. It's going to give us some bonuses for researching fighter models, which we're going to take advantage of next time the one of the science slots comes up. So that's nice. We could also get the research bonus for naval bomber models and close air. Now that's actually quite good. Can we do that? Aircraft production group. It's fighter and carrier fighter production cost is... Oh, we want to get... Oh, we maybe want to get all of those before we go for that, because I wonder if we got all of them, it would give us a benefit to all those things. We'll hold off on that one a little bit. Also mentioned, now this is an interesting idea. I talked about this motorized army having it's got a research bonus for truck, and that currently doesn't give us any benefit because we've already got our, where's it gone? Our truck researched. Somebody said that it might actually help research the field hospital as well. I don't know if that's true, so I think we're going to test that out and see if that's the case. I just need to see if there's anything that I urgently need to research first. Like fortifying the rock, which would give us an air base and stuff in Malta. Sorry, it's not Malta, it's Gibraltar. This is Malta. So I kind of feel like we do need those. They're all 70 days. We can't afford to lose these, so we're going to get these in place before the War in the Med kicks off. And we're going to have to wait a little bit longer on those other things. So, yes, I have something else I want to talk about, but when we get 150 political points, we'll discuss that. We've got the Bristol Blenheim, and that was our heavy fighter. This is where we're jumping straight into the Spitfire. We are 2 years early, but we have a research bonus for it, so we can actually get churning these out before too much longer, thankfully, when we can actually make use of them. We've got the 2-pounder anti-tank gun, and we've got encryption, polyalphabetical ciphers. I do forget what advantage those give us, because I've played so long with DLC, and they're not... Once you've got the La Resistance DLC, you don't see those options anymore. So going up next, we still have a research bonus for the heavy fighters, so we could jump ahead one. It's possible. Industry in 1938. Oh, we need the construction one. Let's grab that one. That needs to go. And what was it I was going to do? There was something else I was thinking of doing. The Navy. The Navy is fine as it is for now. It will have to be. That's okay. We can make do with what we've got. I could do the extra radar. I think there's another focus we can grab for that one too. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually set off on the 25-pounder a little bit ahead of time. We're going to get those built. Good old 25-pounders. Quality artillery piece. There we go. We've got the Spanish Civil War kicking off. There's not much we can do to get involved with that. We're just going to let that one play out as best we can. William Slim falls... Well, he's trying to travel up and down the front line the entire length of Africa, isn't he? So he's bound to get ill from something trying to do that one. Yeah, not recommended. So, available airplanes in reserve. Is this... Hang on a minute. Just let me have a look. Are we really this short of aircraft? No. Thankfully, I have built something else, and we do have some Hurricanes in stock here, which is quite nice. We have some other stuff which is not so clever. And there's some more naval bombers, though. We do need the naval bombers going out. Okay, let's definitely put those in and get those trained. They look so similar to the fighters that it's kind of confusing, that. Marines 1. Perfect. We want the Marines coming along. We should probably grab that fairly quickly, in fact. I am considering doing that, but we're not currently building heavy fighters, so we can just hold off a little bit. We will start to make... Yeah, well, let's go early on our Crusader tank. We have 5 slots. This is quite nice. We can take advantage of this. Let's also get the Navy trained up. Now, I don't have a whole lot of fuel coming in at the moment, but the strike force is... that we have made is not great. Do we not have a full air complement in this? Ah, where are these dudes at? Let's have a look. What do we have? Oh, we've only got 40 out of 80. Okay. That's a mistake. We can train these guys as well, by the way. Can we do... There we go. I want some fighters, but I think it's beneficial to have mostly naval bombers in this. I don't suppose I've got any more. No, I haven't. We'll have to remember. We'll just have to remember that we need them in there. But yeah, that's fine. We've got a few fighters, and then I could spread them around. Now we'll go with naval bombers. We'll go with naval bombers. Right, so we actually want the fleet to train. So let's get these boys ready. We've got some updates. This was a cruise fly swatter, naval AA attack. I'm going to stick that one in. Do I want Minecraft? Now this is really for naval mines avoidance if I'm going to take it. You get a bit of bonuses from the destroyers. Torpedo screen penetration. And that could be useful. Let's go with that. I don't know how much the AI use Minecraft. Right, let's set those boys off training. And we're going to run out of fuel in a year, so we'll deal with that when that becomes an issue. Or less than a year. Yeah, we'll just let Spain do its thing. It's nothing to do with us. We're keeping out of that one. What else do I have to train? I feel like I probably have to train everything. We've got some more troops. Oh, nice. Okay, have these guys come on? Excellent. So it's trained that huge force. Oh, that is good news, in fact. So even before the Indian divisions have come on. Right, give me an extra 8 of these, and we're going to make a full 24-division army. Now, these are quite quick to build. So we'll do that. We'll stick this in... We'll just stick... Actually, we'll stick it in the British theatre for the moment. And we will stick a commander in. William Platt will do. And we'll set these boys off training. So when the other divisions come, we'll put that on the front line somewhere. So fortify Malta. Excellent. So Malta is ready. And fortify the Rock. I am going to get it. I'm going to get it because Gibraltar is the key to the Mediterranean. We're going to get that there. It gives us all sorts of nice things. So they should be fairly solid and safe after this. Now, I should say that playing on historical, you will... It's pretty rare that you'll see Spain get involved. It's nearly always the case that the nationalists win. I can't remember. I think once I've seen Republican Spain win this in all the times I've played through. And the nationalists definitely lean towards the Axis in Germany. It's very rare for them to join Germany. But if they do, then they will attack straight into Gibraltar. And if you don't have a big force there and land forts, then it's gone. So... yes, that's something we want to protect. What do we have over here? We've got 4 divisions on that. Oh, 4 Indian divisions. Right, let me bring over my what's effectively my 8th army. So I'm going to put them on here. I don't think they'll hold very long. That's a shame. Where did I get these guys from? Did I not split them off from something else? I'm feeling I probably did. Let's join them into there. So it's okay. We've got other troops coming up to hold this front. These guys disappear. And we've got a whole load of better troops coming to join this. And I'm hoping that's them now. Ready. And it certainly is. Oh, the Army Tank Brigade need to join those chaps. And if you hold down Shift when you click this red button, it highlights all the units. You just have to make sure that they are all the same ones, just to make sure you haven't recruited units elsewhere. And then we can stick them in the Africa one as well. That gets us up to 24. So that's... Well, that gives us a front line, at least. I feel like I've missed some units there somewhere. There were 4 regulars who've now gone. I could have sworn I clicked on them there. Anyway, we've discovered the 25-pounder, which is great. We're in 1939. We can get the anti-air upgrade. Oh, actually, there'll be some industry ones. Well, apart from that, the fuel refining, which is worth having. Oh, war's going to kick off so soon. It's going to be so soon. I think I'll get the anti-air upgrade because I think our air force is going to be a little bit overmatched. Oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. They were Indian divisions. They were Indian... I'm sorry, I'm talking out my backside. I've got so many secret plans going on here. So we've got the Southampton class of a light cruiser. And yes, it's been confirmed. Thank you for this, by the way. That these with the diamond symbol on, these are capital ships. So in the base game, I don't remember seeing this since, which is why it threw me. But they're capital ships and these aren't. So what we do need to do is then go and change over production of the towed artillery to the new stuff. And we should have these light cruisers. We change that to 1. And what happens is when that finishes production, that's the end of that run. And it won't build anymore. And we should get some spare dockyards, and that'll prompt me to start recruiting or start building the new ones. Right, what have we got in here? So we've got 4 destroyers. That is in Reserve Fleet 3. That is United Kingdom Fleet 3. That's one of the big ones. Okay. Is that the one that's... No, they're not ready for fighting. So what we need is the light cruiser going out. And I guess all of these... Oh, wow. Okay. So all the destroyers go in there. And all the submarines. This is Reserve Fleet 2. Hang on. I'm just going to set them off training. I knew... Let me just have a look. Where's everyone going to? They should be going to... They're going to Reserve Fleet 2. That's fine. So these lot train. These guys who are currently trained up can go in reserves as... I'm guessing it's this. Oh, I've got 60 in reserve here. Let's put them into there. So I need to build up this second strike force. And at the moment, we don't have enough screening ships to cover anything. In fact, we've got far too many of everything, of the heavy ships. We'll sort that out near the time. There's still something else. It must be that's referring to, is it? The old cruiser? Yeah, it is. We'll build one more. There's no point cancelling it halfway through. It'll still be useful. There's no point losing that production. Anyway, down in Africa, we've got a solid army up here. We put these guys on training. And then at this point, we're going to also draw in an offensive line. So we're going to give them the orders to basically... This is a plan anyway. And they can start building up the planning bonus that they will get from that as well. So when they go over onto the offensive. Oliver Lease falls ill. He doesn't like the hot temperature out here, does he? No, we put him out here. He doesn't like it out here. Let's train these guys. They're short of equipment quite desperately, but they're desperately short of training as well. Whether they'll hold off, I honestly don't know whether they're going to hold off against the Italians. We'll see. So we've fortified the rock. We can kind of stop there for now. I don't feel like we need to really go down there anymore at the moment. So that's cool. We can put that one on hold. Home defense is just going to give us some coastal forts, but it then does start opening up these for war support and stability, which will be useful. Where else can we go? Commonwealth ties. It's useful stuff. I don't think it's essential. Fortifying East Asia. Again, that's something that come on. Japan won't get involved for a little while, but we do need to be prepared for that. And so, I think we'll go for naval rearmament, which is going to give us 3 free dockyards. So let's start on that. And we've got some points to spend. Our political power is up. So let's go and modify the government. It's not enough. I'll tell you why it's not enough. Because actually, we're going to add a... Oh, we can. It's only 150. I thought it was 200. Right. Forget that. We're going to put in Bernard Montgomery as our Grand Battle Plan expert. Now, you'll remember me saying I wasn't going to do the Grand Battle Plan doctrine in here. Because it's not... Honestly, it's not as sexy as going down superior firepower, which is loads of... I think it's cool, the big artillery. But there's nothing wrong with any of these different trees. It depends how you want to play. Mass assault leads into playing well with just big infantry armies. Mass numbers, I think. Superior firepower favours having artillery, lots of it. Mobile warfare is, as you think, it favours tanks and mechanised units. And down the bottom, you've got stuff to either focus on the tank and mechs, or stuff that will increase your recruitable population. Which can be very useful if you play a nation that doesn't have a lot of manpower. They're all useful. I'd say Grand Battle Plan is the least exciting. But I'd still think it's better than Mass Assault. Personally, I don't care for this tree. But as we've made a start in this, and as we have an expert who can make this even cheaper to unlock, we're going to go down this. And the reason being, unlocking these and boosting the infantry's... Well, not just the infantry, but the whole army's stats from this is going to be one of the biggest things we can do to increase the army. We do get stat bonuses from this as well, don't get me wrong, but this is a quicker way of doing it because we start off down here and we have Bernard Montgomery who will make this cheaper. It's now 85 instead of 100, so we have points to spend. We're going to take this straight away. We get a max planning bonus and a daily command power gain, which is more points of these per day. It's useful. I'm going to take the second one, and all infantry and motorised mechanised get defence and organisation 10%. So that's just really sweet. We'll get that. And then we'll save. So we've already just improved the stats of our units just by doing that. And because of Bernard Montgomery in there, we've done it cheaper. So some people like that tree. I don't dislike it. I just don't find it overly exciting. But it's fine. We're going to make use of it. Now then, we've got some military factories. We can have a quick look at what we're short of. We're short of trucks. Interesting. Oh, we were making mechanized stuff. That's why. And we are short of close support. Oh, we're short of planes. Yikes. Okay, so let's go and have a look at our aircraft. We're not even making close support planes. That'll be why we're short of them then. So if we pick this up, the Hawker Hector. I haven't heard of this. It's a new one on me, but we put him in the mix. And we'll stick 3 factories on him for now. I need to get some more factories built. It's just, we just need them. So give us a new tech to research. I am going to pick our fuel one. Actually, where are we? We're in 1939. Can we go? We don't currently have a support for that one, as in a research bonus for it. I might just pick it anyway, because I kind of want to get those on the go. The anti-tank can wait. Yeah, they can definitely wait. The support companies... Oh, okay, I'm going to get engineers, because we do need to sort of rush those up. And it's about time we put some Marines on the field. So let's get these... I'll tell you my strategy with Marines. We start off with a 20-wide division. Yes, I know, it's old school numbers, but bear out with me, because we try to add in... We make them bigger later on, basically, and then they become more effective. And because these are doing naval invasions, in the battalion section here where you're adding units in, don't put anything other than Marines. I don't like to put anything other than Marines. If you're going to add stuff in, add it as a support, because if you add it in here, you will generate penalties for naval attacks with artillery or tanks or whatever, whereas they don't in here. This is how I understand it anyway. So that's why I keep this all full of Marines in this bit. They don't get the naval penalty. Also good at crossing rivers, if you need to know that for later on. We'll also chuck in... I don't know that the recon matters for this, so support anti-air. And I think that will do for now. We might add in something later on. So we shall see. We shall see. And we can get those... I'm going to set them to be elite, because they're kind of cool. And update... And then let's train. Whoops. Let's do... What the hell is that saying 0 for? Just cancel that. Train that again. My game seems to be sort of working very strangely today. Maybe that was the limit. Maybe that's the limit it's referring to. There's a few things I'm clicking on and it's just not functioning quite as it should be. I blame the game. It's nothing to do with me. Can't be. Okay, we've got some aircraft ready there. Is there anything else that we can put in? We've got some interwar fighters that could be trained up. They're going to get a shock. We've got some more naval bombers, so that's good. And you know what? I think we should train the guys, and hopefully when the better aircraft turn up, then they'll just replace them. But we have the stuff trained. It gives us a bigger air force, which is kind of useful. All right, so what are we actually recruiting now? We're recruiting just some Marines, and that's it. Well, we better do something about that then, hadn't we? Oh, I'll tell you what we can work on. We can start cheesing and using our British Malaya. Yeah, we can. Let's go over to that and choose some of these guys. Now, this isn't as important, I think, until later. That's too small a template. What's that one? That's a bit hefty, really, for what I want. I only want something like cheap and affordable, so perhaps we're just going to copy that one. Yeah, we'll duplicate that. And we will... Oh, it's fine, we can leave it like that. We're going to edit it slightly by adding some more infantry in. Can I not afford to do this? Oh, it's too expensive. Okay, so we don't get the whole template. That's fine. We'll do that later. Basically, I'm going to draw on the manpower of British Malaya to defend this area. Ready! Excellent. We've got some more dudes out there. Let's add them into that force. This is a full army now. I mean, really, I want to use these guys to defend the UK. Which we could do, actually. We can set that off now, and then the 16 division strong army of regular troops, we can move them out. So I'm going to do this now. We take this force here. Let me put this in... I guess it can go under British command. I'm going to do a new theatre so I know where these are. So this is British garrison. And let's... Same thing. So we open this button up. We turn off everything apart from the ports, because we don't care about the rest. And then we just choose basically the entirety of the British Isles. And they will occupy all the ports and naval bases in the British Isles. They'll keep it safe. The enemy can still land outside of the ports, don't forget. But if they don't capture a port, they're not going to be staying there long, because they will run out of supplies and die. So that's everywhere, I think, in Britain that we need to worry about. That's okay. Brilliant. So they only need 16 divisions for that. They've got spare. That's cool. They're going to depart and do that. That leaves me 16 proper divisions here to do something with. And we've also got our 3 dockyards back. So at this point, we go back in and we build... Oh, we can build... Oh, we can do the Ark Royal? We haven't got that going, have we? I urgently need light cruisers, though, before we do that. So as much as I want to build a new carrier, and it is on the build list for this playthrough, so we put that in. We stick 10 of those in. At the moment, I'm going to take out some of these destroyer dockyards. That's going to be really slow going, unfortunately, isn't it? I think it's... Is it reserve? I think it's Reserve Fleet 2 we want, is it? United Kingdom Reserve Fleet 2. A Southampton-class light cruiser. I need more dockyards, but we're working on that. They are on the way. They should be on the way fairly quickly. We've got the AA upgrade. We've got Construction 3. This is all good stuff. Still in 1939. Would I like to recruit or train anything else? We'll leave the Navy stuff for now. The tanks are going with the Crusader. And at this point, we shall get Logistics Company 2. We're going to be fighting in Africa mainly to start with. So that's why I'm thinking... Oh, an infantry equipment there. That's why I'm thinking we get the logistics done. We try and get that up and running fairly quickly.